right there. Hi, you guys. I'm Rick Dancer. We are in the kitchen at the 6th Street Bar and Grill. There's some big, cool things coming on in here. This is Austin.
What's up, everybody?
Check out that beard, man. That is the ginger beard, man. That is cool. That's a cool beard. So he's in here cooking at the 6th Street Bar and Grill. How long has this been here, Ty?
About 30 years.
This has been in Eugene. This is like a staple of Eugene for the past 30 years. And the Addisons own it. They've had it for many, many years, but there's some changes coming. Some really, really super cool changes. And that's what we're going to tell you about today a little bit. I got to introduce you to somebody else over here. All right. And who are you?
My name is Eric Peterson. I am the sous chef of 6th Street Grill.
They have a sous chef at the 6th
Pretty
Street
much,
Grill?
yeah.
So what do you do? Well, right now you're like...
Second in charge, basically.
So you're the guy.
Yes, I am second in charge right now. The manager right now, he is off today, so I'm in charge.
So what's the specialty? What's the good stuff?
We do catches every single day. We'll change it up. Basically, like last night, I did a crab stuffed sole with a Mornay sauce, which is basically a cream cheese sauce.
Wow.
On top of a truffle asparagus and rice. So, and it actually went pretty well. We'll do appetizers sometimes, like a fried shrimp appetizer with a chili cheese or a chili sweet sauce.
Oh,
dip. And
this okay. I'll just stay here and listen. Well, I want to try too. So, so thank you for letting us back in the kitchen. You guys, we're at the 6th Street Bar and Grill, and we're checking out the food. We've got burgers cooked for us. Our other sponsor, where are you? Come here, dude.
I was checking out the burgers.
Oh yeah. So here's Carlos.
Hey, how you guys doing?
From Brinkers LLC. Gosh, we look dark, don't we?
I know.
That's
well, actually, I did get
You always are, yeah. Let's go out here for a second. So Carlos is one of our sponsors today too with Brinkers LLC. So he'll be talking a little bit later.
There we go.
And there's the burgers back there. So they're going to tell you about something super cool. I know I already told you guys about this a while back because I met with Ty. This is Ty.
How you doing?
Ty Albert, new GM, new boss, new everything. The grill is staying the same in some ways, but there's some big changes coming about.
That's right. Yeah, the 6th Street Grill that everyone knew for the last 30 years, that part, the sports bar, just gonna, it is what it is. It's not gonna change. It's a staple here in town, and
let's
good
go
place
down.
to come watch the Ducks.
Yeah, the Ducks. But there's something. I love what Ty's doing. So he's a new sponsor with the show, and when I came down to talk to him, I had no idea what he was doing. And then he told me, and so I kind of told you guys a little bit. But we're going to take you through the old section first. This is the and this is going to stay the same.
This is maybe paint job, little TLC. That's about it.
Okay. So other than that, it's going to still serve the good food that we've always had, the burgers, specials, and all that kind of stuff.
That's right.
Hi, teachers. We got a teachers conference over next door. Where are you guys from?
Neoconi.
Huh?
Down the coast, or coast.
Neoconi. Okay, we might have some viewers in Neoconi. So these are. Who's this put on by?
NIFTI. This is the National Instruction or National Institute for Direct Instruction.
So see, teachers go to school in the summer, huh?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, they have to get educated. And anytime, that's a big part of what you guys are as businesses, stuff from the Holt Center and stuff up the Hilton, that kind of thing. Because you're close by.
Yeah, the Holt Centers, this is a big year for them too. It's first year in about 10 years that they're going to be presenting their own shows as opposed to other shows.
Come in this way. We got to talk about that. That is a super cool thing too. So, hey Patrick, welcome. We are at the 6th Street Bar and Grill, and before we get into that, let's just show them what's new. You guys, Eugene is ready. Well, look at Carlos. He's really ready. So, what's happening to the grill?
So the diner side of the grill has been here for a long time. It really lacked some personality. It really lacked an identity. And so what we decided to do is make it, convert it, remodel it into Eugene's first true and only whiskey bar.
Okay, come this way. I'm learning how, when people are behind us, that you can hear them. So, Carlos, you want to ask him a couple of questions.
Well, you know, he's not just a pretty face. He actually knows his whiskeys. You know, he's from Montana, is what he was telling me.
Right,
so that's
from
cool.
Montana.
So you did this in Montana?
Yes, I managed an Irish pub, So we had about 100 bottles of whiskey in the back bar, a lot of whiskey specials. We sponsored a lot of Irish music, and you know, I've been doing this for a long time. We did a lot of we did whiskey tastings, really honed and perfected the art of selling whiskey, and more importantly, dealing with local distillers, bringing in partners. I brought in 5 partners for our 5 distillers with us. Heritage, Oregon Spirits out of Bend, Rogue out of Newport, 4 Spirits out of Corvallis, and then of course the big guys, Tatoosh out of Washington State, which they're just a phenomenal distillery, and they're excellent sponsors.
Okay, so you guys, I'm going to turn the camera around and just kind of show you. Now, it's not just bear with me, okay? It's not done. The countertop comes in tomorrow, so you're going to have a little bit of vision. But I'll tell you what, you got to see this. Wait, look at this. Look at that. Ty, I love this. I think this is so cool. So there's going to be shelves up on there with whiskey on it.
And then across the top there's going to be barrel rounds with each of the distillers' logos on them.
And this will have, the countertop here will be...
Countertop will be installed tomorrow. It's going to be a polished stainless steel.
And then look at on that back wall.
The back wall again is going to have the reclaimed wood. It's going to be across the entire back wall. And then we're going to have a 70-inch TV back there. Be the focal point on that wall. And then the rest of the TVs will all be 60-inch.
And all the booths out here, you guys, they're going away.
All these booths are going away. They're going to be high-top round tables. So no one ever sits with their back to the window. It's more open seating. We also are getting unified tabletops, so are going to be 35 by 35, all the exact same height. Because one of the other things we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to rent this site out as a venue. You got a Christmas party, you got a birthday party, you got
people are really liking it.
You got Halloween. I've already started booking up for Halloween. Halloween, we're going to do a heaven and hell party. This is going to be heaven, and then that's going to be hell on the other side. So,
You see, you can have a big screen, right?
You have a big screen.
Nice.
Yep. So soccer games, anything you want to come down. The Gold Cup is tonight. I think the United States is doing very well.
So you're also trying to lure. You got your eyes on some people that kick a lot of balls.
Yes. Yeah. You know, we
For a living.
I'm gonna be FIFA sanctioned here shortly, so we can show a lot of the FIFA games. I really cater to. I love soccer players. I love their families. I love the way they drink, the way they eat, and this is definitely a place for them.
Nice.
So paint, because you know, I mean, I don't really know. I've been to Portland to a whiskey bar, but honestly, to be really super honest with you, I don't really know. Do you?
No, not really. That's why I was really excited to come here and
what
learn a little.
what is? I mean, what do you do? Excuse me for being dumb. I know some of you people are just laughing at me, but I'm going to put this right here. So come here, Ty. And Carlos, I'm going to see if I can get this right here. So Carlos, come over this way. So what do you do? Come here, my man. What do you do at a whiskey? I mean, how does this work? Like, I come in here, how is this different than a bar?
So this is Oregon. There's bars everywhere, liquor licenses everywhere. You can walk in and you can say, I want a Jack Daniels, or I want a Glenfiddich, or something like that. And, the bartender's going to, most of the time they're going to know what that is, and they're going to be able to give it to you. And the whiskey bar is a little bit different. A whiskey bar is a place for a connoisseur or just someone who's curious about different whiskeys. There's tens of thousands of whiskeys throughout the world from every different region. Throughout the globe. It's just they're everywhere. So what makes us different is you're going to be able to come down here and you're going to be able to taste whiskeys from different parts of the world you have never heard of, never tasted before. You're going to be able to learn why whiskey is whiskey. There's 5+ regions of Scotland, for instance. Every region, whiskey is unique because whiskey gets its flavor from the wood that it's in, the barrel, and the atmosphere. That's it. That's where the flavor of whiskey comes from.
And when you go to a big town, a big city, the whiskey bars are really the thing right now.
They are.
And barbershops are doing this. I mean, it's becoming like it's like the wine, like wine was a few years ago.
Sure.
Now everybody's going out and trying to taste. I mean, I like whiskey. I'm liking it better. It took me, but I have to. It's like wine. I had to learn what it is.
I learned what it is. And then the other unique thing is we've got an excellent chef, Gabe Weaver, and he's working on menus to pair certain appetizers and certain dinners with different whiskeys, because there's all different profiles. And then again, bringing in the local guys, the local distillers, coming down here and be able to taste something that Rogue just made, or something that 4 Spirits made, or honestly, one of my best top shelves is brown sugar bourbon made at Heritage. That is the one.
That sounds delicious. Yes.
So what would it take What would Carlos have to do? I mean, I believe me, I do not. This is
Innocent
not
over
something
there.
I want to do.
Yeah.
But if I want to please Carlos, he's also a sponsor like you, so I want to make him happy. So what would it take to let him taste some of that? And if, as long as I'm here, I don't want to be rude.
Oh no, you know, it is a
So
whiskey bar.
what if
It's
I
a
go
whiskey
sit
bar.
down with him and we talk? I give him a chance to kind of
Yeah.
talk about what he does. You go get us
I
a
will-
little
I will-
whiskey.
I
Can you
will-
grab those hamburgers too?
I will set you up.
Okay,
That's right.
and then we're going to talk about more specials because Sunday brunch is back at the 6th Street Bar and Grill, and Ty's going to tell us about that. So come here, Carlos. Oh, you know, Carlos.
It's still under construction, so don't trip.
Yeah, it is under construction, so sit there. Okay, you guys, so the other thing, we do have a problem, Carlos, because a lot of our sponsors are also like mutual, really good friends with Carlos and me too, and they're going to be jealous. I know Patrick is on here, and he's going to be going, how come Carlos gets to go to the whiskey bar?
I didn't want to say anything. I didn't say anything to anybody this
And
morning.
I didn't tell him that you pay me just a teeny bit more for the extra tip. I know. To go to the other places. So real fast while he's getting that whiskey. So we went to a house the other day, and you guys, Carlos is working with the COO of Oakshire Brewery. He had some water damage to his house, and he did the most amazing thing to his home, and was able to take and do more for the money that he got from insurance and a little bit of extra
Yes.
to make it really, really work.
Yep. We call it as a change order, and you know we get what the customer wants done, basically, and it's actually affordable.
And he, Tom actually invited us to come. Our next show next month with Carlos is going to be at the brewery when they're actually brewing some Oakshire brew. Yeah, so he wore the shirt. Oh God, you are such a suck up. Yeah, where's my 6th Street Bar and Grill shirt there, Ty? Oh, they're coming.
You
We're
gotta
good.
like it, Tom.
Yeah, Tom, you better be paying up now on that one. So, for people that don't know what you do, you're a sponsor with us, but what do you do with? You're the guy who fixes damage when somebody has a fire, they have property damage.
So what I like to think of myself is I like to specialize in what I do, meaning fire, water, mold, sewage, trauma, the cleanup, the specialist when it comes to that. I take pride in the way we do things and the way we treat people and the end result. Sometimes it's tough, you know, because every customer is different. Everybody's got family coming into town. Stressful times.
Right.
And, you know, you always get water losses usually or any other type of disaster like when you're really least expecting it. Like right around Christmas is the worst time.
Yeah. Well, and Tom said he was just heading out. He put a load of wash in and was headed out to get to the store. Came back a few hours later,
Oh, yeah.
and it was toast.
And this whole house is upside down right now, but it's actually coming back pretty sweet.
yeah.
Quartz countertops, new flooring to match.
So what you do different than other people is really you work with people to kind of come in
Absolutely.
and say, so like with Tom, he had a wall he wanted removed, and he said, hey, as long as we're in here, can we do this? And you go, yeah, we can
Absolutely.
make that happen.
Yes.
And it came in at a real reasonable price.
Yeah, and he actually worked along with us because he was actually moving, very proactive customer. I love it. He was very good communication, and you know, texting. Believe it or not, it's really helpful nowadays because sometimes I miss a phone call. So if you really want to get a hold of me, please text me.
So how do people get a hold of you if they
My phone number is 541-514-3317. That's my personal cell phone number. You can call me, but like I said, I prefer text because it's a lot easier to get at. Or you can reach me on my email, carlos@brinkersllc.com.
All right. Ty, grab a seat. I'm gonna scoot over here. So here, because we want Ty to
There we go.
sit down and show us what we're doing. So, in fact, Carlos, you go in here.
All right.
Because I'm on here all the time. I don't need to be on. I don't need to be. I can just talk. So, Ty, show us what we got here. And,
Okay, so
okay.
this is the brown sugar bourbon. This is made over at Heritage. Heritage is a wonderful place. I met with the owner a couple of weeks ago. JP is just an awesome guy. He's also a sommelier. So that's basically a French term for steward of spirits. There's sommeliers of wine. You can be a sommelier. Pretty much just basically you just study up on the different things and make sure that you understand how they interact.
So
Like a whiskey
I want you to be
guru.
able,
Yeah.
Carlos, I want you to use that word 3 times today.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Sommelier.
So this is actually not a true bourbon. This is a bourbon. Like I said, whiskeys get their flavor from the barrel they're in and the atmosphere. And then obviously there's other little things that go on with the water. But this is a liqueur, which means that they've added stuff to this to give it its unique sweetness and its unique blendability with certain drinks. We have a proprietary drink I make right here called the Sugar Bug, which is this and amaretto and fresh lime juice and a little bit of ginger beer. And you sit there and you can drink them all day long, especially when it's 90 degrees outside. So this is the brown sugar bourbon.
Okay. All right, Carlos, here we go. Ready?
Look at this.
It's
Sorry, Patrick.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Was I supposed to take the whole thing at once?
Not really, no.
Oh my, let's do that again.
Yeah, take 2. Okay, that's why I want you to learn the word sommelier.
Oh my goodness, that was really delicious, by the way.
Carlos won't be driving. He'll be riding with me back
Actually, I
to
took
visit.
the rest
That
of the day off.
Did you really? Oh, okay.
I didn't know what it's going to be like.
That is really good.
Yes.
When you sip it, you really do taste it.
I'll take another though, just to make sure I can sip with you.
You can share some of
All
mine. Hold on.
right.
God, that is. What is that? What is? I mean, yeah, that. Yeah,
It's delicious.
So if you're a person who, you know, that kind of that bold flavor that whiskey has that a
It
lot
does
of
not
people
have a
don't
bite.
like. No, that has that bite. Like my wife would love that because that's just smooth and it just goes
Candy.
right down. That is delicious. I don't know how. And that's heritage.
That's heritage.
I think we should have them on the show.
We should, yeah. In fact, you go to an Emeralds game, you're going to see them because their big slogan is you can't spell baseball without BSB. So they have a big footprint
cool.
out there. And the cool thing about this is it comes in for under $22 at your local liquor store. Wow.
Seriously?
Yes.
So you guys, that's heritage right here. In fact, they have a tasting room right down in the Wit. Kind of down
First
by...
in Madison.
Yeah, First and Madison. Kind of down by Oakshire, actually. Right down in that area. And they do a lot more than that. They do a lot of different things.
They do. They have an excellent list of infused vodkas. They have probably the most state-of-the-art distillery in the country. Go down there, tell them Ty sent you, and hopefully they'll do something nice for you. You know.
And we're going to have them on the show because the 6th Street Grill is going to be one of our sponsors, so they'll be around for a while. Now, you guys, I mean, the 6th Street Grill is famous for a lot of stuff. Oh, no, let's do this first. But you guys, this.
You gotta see these things.
Check this out. Oh, yeah. And tonight is burger and beer night.
Burger and brew.
For $10.
$10.
Right? $10 you can get a hamburger, fries too, right?
You get the 6th Street burger.
This is what
fries,
comes and a beer for
$10
$10 tonight,
And
Tuesday.
That
at
is
the
with
6th
the
Street
regular
Grill.
fries. This one here is with our Cajun fries. The cool thing about this is it's a proprietary Cajun blend. We own it. We're bottling in it, and we're going to start selling it.
Nice.
And of course, we gave that to you.
Of course, I see that.
Carlos gets the hot version. Okay, so let's try this here. Like we need to. Go ahead, Carlos. Oh yeah, here's your bourbon. People love when we eat with our mouth full.
It makes
Because
all
you
the
have
sounds.
to. You have to eat with your mouth full. That's how you eat.
Yes, it wouldn't be empty.
Oh my gosh,
Look at this thing.
I love burgers.
I love your show.
Carlos is well fed. He loves being well fed.
God, how am I gonna do this?
Okay. Man. So
Oh my.
you guys, we are at the 6th Street Bar and Grill, and tonight is burger and beer night. $10 for a burger and a beer, and it's this burger. And then you guys also, if you've been with us, if you haven't, if you just tuned in, the old restaurant part is now transforming and will be soon done into a whiskey bar. Eugene's first real whiskey bar.
It's nice and classy in here.
It's really
gonna be
cool.
really
It's going to be nice, and it's going to be like a real classy, cool place.
And you can throw parties here.
And this is as local as you get.
Wow.
The 6th Street Bar and Grill is like the local place.
Thank you.
And Ty is the new GM here. He's running the show. And you sit down, man, so I can see you. And he's from Montana. And so, what brought you to Oregon?
Well, actually, you know, I had a pretty good gig going on in Montana. I had an Irish pub and hotel, banquet hall. It was going pretty well, but I also have a special needs son who's 12.
Okay.
And
what's his name?
his name is Xander.
Xander. Okay.
And he wasn't doing too well in Montana. The services for autistic children are really good up until about age 8, and then they don't they don't compare to Oregon. Let's just put it that way.
So you have a son Xander, who is on the autism scale.
Yeah, he's autism with ODD and ADHD. I mean, it's you know.
So you and your wife moved here to find better services
Yes.
for your kid.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Okay, guys, I love him already. Taya's part of the group. So,
Yeah.
what kind of services did you find here that you couldn't find other places?
So back in Montana, he about the last 18 months he'd been homeschooled. So my wife gave up her job at the university. Took a 1-year appointment at University of Oregon just to get us over here. Cashed in our savings. Just just went for broke. Gave away almost everything we owned. So if it didn't fit in our 2 trucks and a little small U-Haul trailer, it didn't come over.
You're
so we
kidding
get over
me.
here.
Wow.
He gets in school in September. By, I would say, October, they've pretty much met all the goals that we needed to meet up until that point. And then by November, they had found him the proper placing in school. He's in lane school, and he was in school every single day. And then in the last 2 months, he graduated from being in school part-time today, having an abbreviated day, to being in school full-time and not missing a day. Perfect attendance.
Wow.
And he's sitting at home just waiting to go back to school.
So how old is Xander?
Xander's 12.
So you guys, I'm just going to reiterate because it's my show, and I can. That's why I like this guy over there.
I was going to say this guy.
The guy over there. So here you got a guy and his wife who risk everything to come to Eugene, start a new career when they had a good thing going there, because they have a kid with special needs who needs more services. And so they move all the way here to Eugene because we have a community that does really well in that area. We are very, very good at taking care of people. So I don't know what your reasons are for going to a place. I love good food. We got that. I love Carlos's whiskey, and we've got that. But I love a guy like that, a dad and a mom who risk everything to do something for their kid. And I forgot that, Ty. We've been talking for months about getting you on here, and I had forgotten that part of your story when you started in with that. So
Yeah.
I think we have some other clients that is just awesome. Well wishes for your son Xander. Way
Now
to
you
go,
know why
parents.
he's so busy.
Way to go, Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
So there's that I like, and you know what I think we could do in the future, because you're going to be on here for a while. Let's go visit some of the local centers that are taking care of our folks with on the autism scale. We'll introduce them to you and bring them on the show with Ty, and we'll tie that together and get you guys involved in some different things. Oh God, I love that. See what I love about this show?
Yeah.
You know?
And what really makes us unique is that, we have awesome food, and Eugene's a food town. Everybody's got good food, but when people come into the 6th Street and the whiskey, that's the name of the new bar, the whiskey, they're coming in for an experience. I don't treat people as clients or as customers. You're my guest, and you're going to come in here and you're going to get an experience that you can't get sitting at home. You can't get anywhere else. You're going to get stories behind whiskey. You're going to get one of my favorite one is Four Spirits. Local, they're out of Corvallis, and just the story behind Four Spirits. They were a lot of people get confused. They think, well, they make 4 spirits. They make vodka, they make whiskey, whatever. It's like, no. The founder of 4 Spirits was in the National Guard, and back in the early 2000s, he lost 4 of his friends, the 4 Spirits. And so everything they sell goes, or 10% of everything they sell goes to veterans. And it's just, it's things like that. That's what the whiskey is about. That's what the 6th Street is about. It's about every Friday night is First Responders Night. If you just work for the city or the state, come down. We want to take care of you. Sunday nights is our gourmet night. We want to come down Sundays. We're going to cook for you. 2 for $25. It's not. It's better than Applebee's. I'll tell you that.
It's way better.
And we're going to cook for you. We're going to clean up for you. We're going to serve you some nice wine, some beer. I have 18 taps of local beer. Monday nights we do great specials. 3-2-1 beer run. So $3 to get you any foreign beer, any import like Heineken. In our case, Guinness. $2 will get you any draft craft beer from around the state. So it doesn't matter where it comes from, Rogue or anybody else. That's $2 beer. And then for those traditionalists that like the PBR Coors Light, they're $1. That's every Monday night. You can come down and have PBRs for $1. come in to watch football during football season, or the Ducks, or whatever. We'll take care of you.
So Ty, any more, like the restaurant business is really competitive. So service is where you have to stand out.
Yeah. Oregon is a very unique, well, I don't know how unique it is. It's back in Montana, the state regulates liquor licenses. They don't necessarily sell them. It's based on population. So there's a lot less competition. There's a lot less full liquor licenses. Oregon, there's a lot more. So yeah, you have to give people that extra service. You have to treat them like they're your guests and they're your friends, and that, hey, what are we doing tonight? We're sitting around watching Big Bang Theory. No, let's go down and see Ty. Let's see what kind of new whiskey we got.
Right.
Whiskey Wednesday is another one of our big ones. Every Wednesday I bring in a new whiskey, something that maybe you've never heard of, never seen of. I brought in a Japanese whiskey called Tokay the other week. It's an excellent blended Japanese whiskey, and you get it for half price that night.
Wow. I know.
I'm going to be bringing my friends over, Tom.
So you guys, we are at the 6th Street Bar and Grill, and we are in the whiskey right now, which is the section that used to be the restaurant, is now transforming. It's not done yet, but look at that. That's because I see some of you just came on. This is in the transformation process of becoming Eugene's first real, true whiskey bar. Not just a bar that has whiskey, but a whiskey bar where you go to find good local and foreign products and stuff. As soon as I get my refill of insulin, I'll be there. Okay, Jane, you do that. And you guys have handicap access.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, Jane, because you had asked earlier if they had handicap access. I'm sure they did, but yeah, they do have handicapped access.
Plus, across the street is a huge parking garage.
That's right.
There's plenty of parking. We have
Yeah,
parking in the back.
don't get freaked out by parking, because people come in. There's not a huge parking lot here, but across the street you can park in the Holt Center parking, and it's free to come over here and park in here, to come into here as well. So yeah, Friday night is the place to be, any night. So again, tonight is burger and beer night, $10 for that big old honkin' burger that Carlos and I are devouring, and the fries. And be sure, when will the whiskey bar be done?
We are planning a soft opening for the 23rd of August. That's
So-
when we should have all the little ins and outs, pieces, parts, and all that done by then.
Okay, so here's what you do. Put on your calendar the 23rd of August, and then go to the Facebook and like the 6th Street Bar and Grill, and they're really good at keeping you up to date with what's going on. So then you'll know when it opens. You can come down for that soft opening. And
we have plenty of whiskey on the other side for Whiskey Wednesday, or anytime you come down. And anytime you come down, I will give you a personal tour of where we're at.
Wednesday.
just tell them you saw it on Rick Dancer's
Yeah.
show, and Ty will give you a little tour of everything that's going on, okay? All right, you guys, that's it for today. Ty will be here for the next 6 months. He's going to be talking with us and doing our thing. Carlos too, I think.
Of course.
And so remember, Carlos with Brinkers, if you've got problems,
Anything to do with your house.
he'll take care of you. Except for hair, he doesn't really have that thing down.
I don't do
yet.
hair.
Well, yeah,
you know,
I've kind of got you guys beat in that area here today. Yep, I will have insulin by then. Okay, Jane, you can do that. That'll be an interesting trick. Let me know how that works out for you. And again, the thing you can do for all of us here is post this to your page. Let people know if you have friends that are into whiskey or might have some contracting work they need done. Brinkers is at your service. So post that on your page. Share it on your page. It's not that difficult to do. And tomorrow, Katie Hallert and Ben, her husband, who's a food freak, we're going to Dark Side of the Q. Food cart just down the street, except after I leave here, I got to go make sure I can get a signal after I got it all planned. And we're going to go have lunch there. And then on Thursday, we're going to Chow, remodeled Chow over in Springfield. So we'll show you what that's all about over with Mitchell. All right, you guys, thank you for sharing it, and thanks for being with us today. Carlos and I would like to go eat. Well, he's going to drink his whiskey. Okay, Ty, thank you for being here. All right, see you guys later. Have a good weekend.
See ya.